My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. Even on the days when I'm late as ever, my timing is right. Even in the darkest moments, stay close, I'm that shining the light. I can make an earthquake nervous, I can make the sun wear a visor. I can make a wise owl see me as a daily advisor. I'm that cool shade, peaceful night, and still my breath is a storm. I bet I can make the thunder clap when I perform. It's just that in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. Hey, I can make time travel a surprise. Make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. I make the moon blue. I make him pigs fly.
We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Today we've got an NFC South matchup between the Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Bucs kicker Ryan Suckup about set, and off we go from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's only going to get this to the 4-yard line.
When you're on the road, the last thing you want to do is make a mistake that brings the crowd into it. Now you're not just battling your opponent, you're battling yourself as well.
First down, they'll start out with Hubbard. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. These two teams, they met in Tampa earlier in the year with the Bucs prevailing in that one. So if they can win here in Tampa, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down. Plays like that will really help this offense settle in here on the road.
And when you go on the road, you also have to deal with the fans as well. And when you have those types of runs, that'll settle them back into their seats.
They'll run on first down with Hubbard. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, Charles, you think about this defense. This week in preparation, you couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team that's lost 7 in a row. You just wonder if they prepared the same way they normally do.
Yeah, that's a great question because normally that preparation goes into what you do well on defense. What is the best thing that you do going into a game? But in this case, you might want to take all the tendencies and throw them out the window. I would expect them to throw every trick play in the book right out of the gate in order to try and get something established and get things moving.
Corral under pressure, and down he goes. Shaquille Barrett, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. And sitting on the blitz from the linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
Now after the sack, you got Corral and the Panthers here staring at a tough play, 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hubbard. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They begin with a run by Fournette. Oh, he's got a little daylight. There's a nice move. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Heck of a start. A 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. Again, it's Fournette. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. The Bucs at 5 and 10 now on the year. And they come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here. Losers of 5 straight.
And far be it from me to go ahead and go gloom and doom, right? If they fall down 7-0, 14-0, all of a sudden the cycle starts all over again. So the best way out of this for them, they need something to happen positive early in this game. That's a great way to help break this losing skid.
He's going to air one out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Jones now on 3rd down. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
But from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, have that dagger play, have that play, just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 33. Looking to throw. Jones firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Jones. They'll dump this one off here to White. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 17-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
10 more there and another 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he is out of bounds here. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
They'll give Fournette another crack, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette hitting double digits Fields with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point up and good by Succop. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. There he goes right side. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Carolina. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. These two teams all tied after one. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Off play action. Jones. Airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. It's caught by Mike Evans. Past the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute baller out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And according to next-gen stats, his top speed on that one better than 20 miles an hour. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Corral. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Back to throw, Corral. And this is going to be incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known the points won't come so easy again.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Here's Jones throwing to start the drive. This is intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements. We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up.
That's a great job of tackling right there. If he could have made the first man miss, maybe he could have taken it into the end zone. Instead, they stopped him pretty well right in his tracks, and you often see that in the red zone. Offense has to be quick. In this case, the defense was quicker.
Now left side on the swing pass. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down and goal.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught 11 on the field. Those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in 1 play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul. But the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
First down, here's White. Running right through him. And some space here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first down. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
They go right back to White here on first down. Strong run, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On 2nd and 9, Jones. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Gets the check down throw to White. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Rashad White with touchdown number 8 on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point put through by Suckup. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Corral looking to pass, 2nd down. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Corral. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Here's Corral on 1st down. He finds his target, Allen. And they are going to have a 1st down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Corral's throw there complete to Allen. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Corral to throw once again, and it's complete to the right side. It's Allen. Driving for the goal line, but he's marked down short, and with no timeouts, no chance to get the field goal unit out there. And frustration going to set in as that is going to be how this 1st half will come to a close. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the 2nd half of Week 17 is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. But Charles, for them, pretty good 1st half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to... He's got a man, complete! Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Mike Evans, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bucs come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point up and good by Succa. And the lead is up to 18 now. It's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Here's Corral on first down. He gets this one to Hubbard, complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. It was Jamel Dean who came up to make the tackle. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Ian Thomas, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Panthers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was, and that's caught inside the 30. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hole.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
Throwing, Jones. Escaping the pressure right. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On 2nd and 9, Corral. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so you can have people holding the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
The slot man in motion right. They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The first down throw here for Corral. Dancing to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Bucs are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 74 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They go play action here on first down. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. The tight end, they can do their damage a different way, break a few tackles and really scatter some people, can't they?
Jones from the gun on third down. It completes it right side to right. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Now Jones. This is caught by Evans. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Buccaneers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point put through by Succop, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it as they head out on the field for this drive. That whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
He's got Allen. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They like going to him in the slot. He catches an elbow.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Going back to Allen. He's got him again. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? You got to try and go with a quicker guy and sometimes even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to it.
And he's had the hot hand. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Play action, Corral. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Again, it's Corral. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football.
It's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season, and in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week, and now he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing, but clearly there's some growing still to do.
Now Jones on 1st down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. We're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
He'll wind up getting just a yard. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Jones now throwing on 4th down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Continuing to keep their foot on the gas, and it looks like they're just having fun out there. They're loose, they're free, and they're enjoying what the scoreboard looks like.
I'd have to say I agree with you totally. They're having a blast out there all game long.
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Buccaneers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And they open the lead up now to 25. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
The Panthers on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. On third down, Corral. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and Odell Beckham Jr. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Odell Beckham, 63 yards. And the Panthers are able to cut into that deficit. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
On 2nd and 12, Jones. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
That's returnable now for Smith. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt a moment ago, but that's really the first of about 8 steps that need to go right for them to get back in this as they start here 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Corral on 2nd down. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, here's Corral. And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down. Here's Corral with it. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Corral is intercepted again. That's number 3. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs are going to have it here at the 42-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's not 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown! Russell Gage, 45 yards. And the Bucs add on to their lead, and they appear poised to break this long losing streak. Extra point put through by Succop, and they open the lead up now to 25. Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Good by Succop. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First and 10 for the Panthers as Corral gets him set at their own 25-yard line. Corral getting right back to it after the pick 6. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On 2nd down, here's Corral. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Corral looking to pass, 2nd down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his target, Allen. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Corral yet again going to throw it. Flushed out right. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Eluding the pressure right. For Marshall, that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Off play action. Here's Corral. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Throwing here, Corral. Looking underneath and finding Hubbard. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And a loose football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now our referee looking at the sideline saying, are you sure? But yes, this defense has accepted the penalty. So that means they will not take possession on the fumble recovery. Boy, not sure why in the world you do that, but that is apparently the decision. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Corral, another throw coming. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a...
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback. But, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead. But at the same time, got it done. And it'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Airing this one out for Evans. And that is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing, Jones. He's going to go up top again. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And as this defense walks off the field, they should do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Tampa Bay, they get a 6th win of the season to go with their 10 losses.